What's up, guys? It's Mr.StealUrGurl coming at you with another Forge Alliance Forever cast. And thank you to Paul Bryan for sending this one in. It is a ranked match between ThomasHiatt and ZLO. Paul Bryan has told me that there is a mod that helps me see the eco better. I'm sorry, Paul. I could not find it, so please link me up in the description. Not the description, the comment section down below. And one quick note, guys, because some people say negative things about Supreme Commander 2. There is no reason for that because people like it. You don't like it, that's fine. Just stay positive on my comment section. There's no point in saying, hey, I don't like Supreme Commander 2. Okay, great. Clap, clap, clap. Wonderful for you. You don't need to be that way. I'm doing Forge Alliance Forever as well. I like both games. I think Supreme Commander 2 has its merits, and Forge Alliance Forever has its merits as well. So, I appreciate them for what they are. You don't have to, but I do. So, with that being said, let's get on with the ranked match. The map is Regor 6 Highlands. So let's unpause it and let's see how the players get on. So, in comes ThomasHiatt. He is the Aeon Illuminate player. He is dropping down a land factory first. I think that is a good thing. And his opponent, we got ThomasHiatt. He is the UEF commander. He is sporting the red color, dropping down a land factory first. That is the way to go. So let's split the screens real fast and watch the players build their build order so that we could learn a little bit. Let's speed this up to +3 because it is in the base building phase. As you can see, they're getting the adjacency bonus. So that is, the 2 adjacency bonuses, oh my goodness. They're getting an adjacency bonus of 2 for that factory. Same with that factory. So it is getting only like a minus. Why is this one not showing up? Oh, it's showing up it's only as -3. So we're also getting energy generators going down in a grid-like formation. That is an air factory queued up. So yeah, you definitely want energy for the air factory because as I hear, the air is quite energy expensive. And I like how these PGens are supporting both factories. So the power cost, as you can see, instead of being -20, it is -18. Yeah, as you can see, that is what's happening. So we got a one air factory with -47. That is one air. That's costly for energy, but thankfully that hydrocarbon is helping with that. Same with the engineer building those things around it. So let's get back to a single screen and see what's going on. We got some raiding going on down right here. That flare is going to get murdered. Oh wow, great micro taking out that scout of your own. So there's a bit of a air fight going on up here. We got ThomasHiatt came out as the victor there, but he is not going to win. Those bots are not going to do anything against that striker. T1 bots are rather pathetic unless you are Cybran. But of course we have Aeon and UEF here. So I like this. Sucking up your opponent's delicious, yummy, yummy mass. That is the way to go, guys. Dat mass, yo. Sucking up dat mass. Being evil as can be. And nice little radar. I like. You definitely want to get some radar up as soon as possible, or else you are going to be blind. That ACU is being used to good effect, sucking up some delicious yummy yummy mass, putting down a land factory and then a point defense with the proper protections. So we got some Aurora tanks shooting at a striker. As we all know, strikers are much more tanky. They're a tankier tank. But Auroras are they faster? No, they don't look like they're much faster, but they do shoot a bit farther than the strikers, so that is rad. This Aurora is going to be problems for that engineer, I am thinking, so that could be good for Thomas. Thomas is scouting as these couriers going to drop off a bunch of engineers. I'm sure they're engineers. So we got some NGs down here to build a factory. That factory is probably going to produce artillery to take out those point defense that are neutral. And we got a battle going on here. Oh, that engineer was saved by those strikers. Yes, of course. Yeah, a bunch of strikers here are going to be able to stop Auroras. This is not a very good position for Thomas to be in, but that point defense will cause those units to pull back. So that position wasn't so bad, but I'm loving this. We got ZLO getting up on top, building some, is that anti-air tower? Yes, they are, a radar, and building some delicious yummy mass pumps. So, but over here we got Thomas doing the same exact thing. And we got a battle going on here. As you can see, Thomas using his Auroras to great effect, keeping them away from the strikers. Not one mass extractor was lost. An air battle, some anti-air here. That Thistle, I like that name. Very cool name. And these Auroras are getting a bit too close to the strikers. Yeah, I like how the Auroras back up. That they just moonwalk, like as if they think they're like Michael Jackson or something. But I like that. That is pretty darn cool. But it does make sense. And we're already in T2 for ZLO. ZLO has some heavy tanks here. Let's speed this bad boy down to like 0 so we can see what's going on here. Thomas is bottlenecking on power right now. Not so hot. And it looks like ZLO has a surplus of power. That is not a bad thing. Having too much power isn't the worst thing in the world. But we got some pillars, some heavy tanks here. That is going to be incredibly deadly against Auroras. Team 1 tanks against the T2 tanks. Well, as you could guess, everyone at home who doesn't know, most people know, T2 is better than T1. Oh, I don't need to explain that to you, but that land factory is going to get annihilated. Those artillery do much better against factories, as you may have seen once those artillery fire went down. You saw that health bar drop. Giving some veterancy to that ACU. Not really what you want to do. Now, a bombing run, taking out an... Ooh, that has to be annoying. Now, that radar is Dunzo, and this engineer is building a Tech 1 hydrocarbon out in the middle of... That is almost no man's land. Well, that's not so bad. I mean, I think if these units get around, then there's a problem. They can't transverse this. But still, that is a rather bold move. Bombers could take that bad boy out. Because as you can see, the T1 units are being pushed back. These pillars mean business. A bunch of point defense are being put up quite quickly. Now we got the gun speed is being started. It's at 42%, going up rather rapidly. And Thomas is claiming this Tech 1 hydrocarbon for himself. All to protect one mass extractor. That's very interesting. What happened here? There is nothing alive there. Can an engineer really go straight up? That's interesting. Alright then. Now this side has been completely lost by... Thomas has lost this side completely. Thomas is up ahead. He is now doing well on power and having a little bit of mass problems. Not terrible, though. But ZLO is doing just fine on resources. Floating a little bit mass here. At least it's not going beyond the storage. Needs to ramp up that production. An air battle going on here. And Thomas is taking air quite decisively. Wow. Those conservators are doing so well. Now look over here on the right side, it appears that Thomas has made a move, but those pillars are not doing so well. I mean, those pillars are doing well. It's the Auroras who aren't. Oh boy, I'm so sorry, guys. Allergies are kicking in. My bad. Hopefully that didn't mess up anyone's ears. So some bombers coming in, doing their damage. They are pretty strong here. Oh goodness, we're seeing the obsidians. Daddy likey the sound of the obsidians. I like the shields of those heavy tanks. That is so rad. I do like Aeon T2. So we got ThomasHiatt getting shields, and we got gun range and damage done on ZLO's ACU. So maybe I should speed this down because it's getting to be pretty darn crazy at this moment. Now that poor pillar is dead, and that pillar is just fine. Going to probably get a mass extractor kill out of that. Wow, he is barely alive on 20 hit points. Now all the real fighting is happening right here. Now we got some pillars, we got shields on that ACU. That could definitely change things up. Now we got some T2. What is being built here? Is that okay? T2 point defense. Not a bad idea whatsoever. Now bombers. Wow, those bombers took out some stuff. Wasn't expecting that. Now it looks like ThomasHiatt really wants to fortify this area. He is building a bunch of eruptors, some T1 point defense. Now, that is not enough obsidians to stop this push. This push is very, very strong. Now, these engineers are sitting on their hands, sort of, except for this guy. He is building up the mass extractors. As I say that, the other engineers get back to work. Look at that reclaim. Let's see how that's affecting his economy. Bringing it up a little bit. He's got, yeah, that reclaim is going pretty well at up to 75, I think. Well, that's not so bad. Very, very good. Let's put this back on Observer and watch this fight. There are two fights I really want to keep my eye on here. Want to see what's going on here and what's going on here. Hope you guys are okay with the split screen. We got some free shots going off for ZLO's ACU. And we got some pillars taking some damage. Oh, they're getting split. This is a bad thing to have happen. You don't want that guy right there. Down goes a factory over on my right-hand side. My goodness, guys. Now, right here, those units got split by this mountain. So the small number of obsidians were able to push those guys back. And it was annoying what do we call those, demolishers? No, those aren't demolishers yet. We got the Lobos doing some damage there. Oh goodness, a pillar gotten back and is taken out of Tech 1 mass extractor. What's being built here? A bunch of triads, my goodness. Really want to keep that side up, huh? Now let's pause it for a second. Let's take a look at factories. We got a bunch of T2 energy generators and a shield generator coming up. We got a volcano. I think I may have missed some tactical missile launcher strikes. I think that's what we missed here. That is unfortunate. I'm super sorry, guys. Yeah, we got a buzzkill here, so they definitely don't want to get hit with tactical missiles. We got a T2 fusion generator. Any T3 being upgraded yet? We got T2 land. There's the factory HQ. All right. So let's see if anyone's getting in a T3 yet. No, no, and no. There's the T2 HQ. All right. All right. Let's get back on with it. Oh my goodness, we got some Oblivions being built in the center. Yeah, that's gonna really stop anything right here. This is a real strong position. Oh, we got T2 airs. We got the Swift Winds coming out. Those are very strong units. I think ThomasHiatt really wants to take the air quite decisively. He really wants air, and it's in his control mostly. We got a bunch of air units over here for ZLO. Now, all right. I know. I'm thinking. Oh, there's T3. That happened fast. All right, I guess it was upgrading. I just didn't notice. I love the Harbinger Mark 4s. Those are such a beautiful unit. And did you guys know they could reclaim too? That is freaking rad. Maybe even repair. I can't remember that, but I think they could at least reclaim. Now, we got some obsidians here. Kind of a lull in the combat here, as this triad here is getting free kills on an obsidian. Oh, that obsidian lives! But nice. All right, what's going on here? Doing all that damage. Yeah, some T2s. This is a really strong strong area to put some T2 point defense. Oh my goodness, we got some spearheads, some T3 mobile missile platforms. Now here's a nice little air fight with a skyboxer under. Not an ideal area. Oh goodness! That transport with those T3 units got blown out of the water. Now, there are no... Wait, there is a volcano. That is not enough volcanoes to deal with T3 spearheads. They're not even firing at it. Well, yeah, they are. My bad. My mistake. So we got some Harbingers, and we're getting heavy shield on the ACU. That ACU is going to be rather powerful. There is so much happening here, guys. I'm sorry if I miss anything important. I'm having to go back and forth. A T2 land factory. Oh goodness, here comes a fight. We're going to see some Harbingers in action, guys. That is very cool. Definitely having some energy problems because we could see the shields blink on and off of the Harbingers and the Shield of Light. And that Asylum is losing its power. So that's unfortunate. And the ACU has paused its heavy shield at 27%. Not good. And now we have the Everson, the Tech 2 mobile missile launcher. Very smart idea to try to take out these triads. I'm loving it. Sniper bots, daddy likey, going to try to take out these extractors from a distance. Not extractors. Take out these point defense from a distance. That triad is donezo. A lot of scouts. Oh goodness, there is a battle going on over here. Oh, there's the sniper bot doing its job over there on the... Oh goodness. Alright, so the battle's ended. Let's get back to regular screen. I like how the sniper bots are taking out engineers. And we got T3 Percival's out. Those are an incredibly deadly unit. They are a armored assault bot that are kind of like snipers. Very strong. And we got a shield going on ZLO's ACU. Now he really, ZLO is really loving this mobile missile platform. I like seeing the sniper bots in action. They're just an interesting unit. Are they really shooting at that ACU? Oh my goodness, they are. I love it. Now it appears that ThomasHiatt has broken through on the left side, taking fire from the triad, but this whole defensive area is gone. It looked like that was a very, very powerful, strong area for ZLO, but that got taken over quite quickly. Now, I like these mass extractors, T2 mass pumps with the storage around them. Very nice. same thing here for ZLO. That is going to be upgraded to a T3 mass pump or whatever you call that. Yeah, I'm thinking that's what it is. So let's take a look at the quick eco check here. Now, is our T3 on? Wow, I don't think there's any T3 mass for Thomas. Thomas is going strictly for T2, I think. That's what it looks like. And it looks like ZLO is upgrading at least one, I'm thinking. So let's get back to it, guys. Sorry to pause it. I'm just interested to see how everyone's eco is doing. Not bad. Not bad at all. Sniper bots look like as if they're like a tick. It's kind of nasty looking, but I do like the way they shoot. Now this is not a place you want to push your pillars into. Like, they are heavy tanks and they are very strong. Ooh, nice shot there from ZLO's ACU. Little air battle going on over here. Gonna zoom it out here a bit. These Percibles are, like I said, extremely powerful. Wow, hitting that Harbinger from afar. Now this is a bad place for ZLO's ACU. ZLO's ACU is getting hit by the Oblivions. Oblivions have very long range. Now, Thomas is still holding on to that left side. Oh my goodness, we have an ambassador. We have a strategic bomber. Where is it going? Ooh, not a very good strike. Not very effective. Is it going to hit anything else? Nope. Bomb in the same spot. Okay. Well, it's taken out. I would like to have seen that take out a energy, like a T2 power at least. Oh my goodness, the shield generator is down. Wow. This once very strong area here for ThomasHiatt is not so strong anymore. But ThomasHiatt is pushing in from the left quite hard, and that Air Force has landed. Oh my goodness, I hate seeing that. Those Harbingers don't, this Harbinger does not care, and then it cares now that it's dead. But that ACU is not looking too bad. He's a 2-star ACU. We got a 3 whatever symbol that is. ACU over here. We'll call them stars. And those ambassadors, what are they going to do? Run away from all that air? Yes, that is a great idea. Look at all those Percivals come in to face this. Is that ambassador going to drop? Where is that ambassador going? Oh, it's running away from the T1 air. But those Percivals are going to wreck this because they have the range advantage. Yeah, if they could stop that T3 quantum reactor with at least one ambassador, that would be really good. ZLO's ACU is going to support those Percivals. This, if he wins this side and pushes in, that could be pretty significant. Now we got a Redeemer chilling, so I don't think that ambassador is going to be able to do a whole lot. It's going to blow up a T1 air tower, I think. So let's see it happen. Boom! Wow! And took out an engineer. Those are very powerful. Very, very powerful units. Now Thomas is putting a bunch of T1 air towers around his ACU underneath the water. I think he's afraid of ambassador snipes. And He should be, because that's very powerful. And we got some T2 missiles. I knew they were there. I think, are they being, yeah, I think they, oh yeah, there's a bunch of T2 carcasses, T2 power generator carcasses, so that's why there's a bunch of volcanoes here now. All right. And a restorer, a T2A gunship. Interesting unit. A T3, excuse me. Wow, that thing really likes to... Wow, that range on that restorer, very, very long. Just tickling ground units, but... Yeah, wow, it does not have a very good cannon, but it'll get the job done. Look at this strong army here, the Percivals. I don't like the formation, though. They're walking in line one by one. Not exactly super strong. They're going to be taken out one by one by those snipers. Those snipers do a high amount of damage. Wow. Down goes that Percival. But that entire army, that little tiny army, was taken out quite quickly. Now this would be a really good place to do a bombing run. Very, not defended at all. Restore. Just tickle those Percivals. Oh goodness! ZLO's ACU is surrounded by a bunch of Harbingers. Oh, look at his health drop! He's down in the yellow! He's in the red! Oh my goodness! One more volley! Boom! Down goes ZLO. ZLO, GG's. Like a gentleman. What a gentleman. Thomas and ZLO, GG like gentlemen. So that was that was quite an intense match, guys. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. That was... Wow. Thomas, it looked like he could not get this side at all. This side remained, well, he took it down a little bit, but it got rebuilt very fast and could not retake it. So ZLO defended the right-hand side very, very well, and the left-hand side fell a couple times and went back into Thomas's hands, but it fell all the way at the very end. And this was not going to be back in Thomas's hands that easily, because look at those Percivals. Those Percivals were right by Thomas's ACU. Hopefully they don't shoot underwater, but he was going to confront them. But then again, that's an Aeon ACU with heavy shields, so that is 25,000 shield hit points on the shield plus 32 seconds. 32 hit points per second, so that's very strong. But these Percivals still could have wrecked that ACU if done right. Percivals are very, very strong. However, the ACU might have had a chance with its heavy shield and its gun in range and with overcharge. So one overcharge could riggedy wreck these guys if he hits right here in the center. Well-placed overcharge could do some massive damage. But let's see the eco at the end. That is 59 per second, I'm believing. Minus 95 overall, so yeah. And look, it's a bit of a mass surplus. And he's got plus 0 because, well, the ACU is dead, so that makes sense. Well, yeah, very awesome, very good match. The Restorers, I think, were a little bit overkill because air was already in his grasp, but I think he wanted to use them to shoot at the targets down below. I think the Aeon already has a gunship for T2. I don't know. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Maybe I don't remember all the list of units, but that's okay. Restorers are quite good. They are strong. He wanted it. Oh, yeah, that's it. We got Wasps on the field. T2, T3 air superiority fighters. Aren't those neat looking? Those look pretty darn cool. But I think those Restorers were there to deal with things like that. So I get it now. All makes sense. And he could deal with the ground forces, maybe tickle these bots to death. So anyhow, guys, thank you again, Paul Bryan. Man, I almost called you Luke Paul or Paul Ryan or something like that. So I'm super sorry. I really like the shield effect in this game. That looks really cool. But anyhow, guys, thank you for sending it in, Paul Bryan. So anyhow, guys, like this video, subscribe to my channel. Wait a minute, did I say very well played to ZLO and ThomasHiatt? Before I get into my closing statements, very good, very well played. As you can see, these guys are in the 2000 range of skill level, so this is a very high skilled match, as you could have seen. So anyhow, guys, like this video, subscribe to my channel, favorite it because that helps me out. Spread the word because I do Forge Alliance Forever videos as well. So do that for me. Where was I? Send your good replays to stealspeaks@gmail.com. Hook me up with some cash at my Patreon page because that would be really awesome. That if you guys can make it so that I don't have to work anymore and I could just do this full time for y'all. Of course, I'm kidding. That is a pipe dream, but it'd be really cool if that happened. So I would greatly appreciate it if you guys thought about it. But just a like and a comment would be good enough. So comment something nice down below about the players, about Paul Bryan. So thank you, Paul Bryan. Say thank you to him. Thank you to me for casting this. Say something nice. Say something cool. You know, just keep it positive, guys, down in the comment section. And I think about that point, guys, share with your friends, family, and foes because they need something interesting to watch as well. And as always, everyone, GGN. Ooh, I forgot to say happy holidays to y'all. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas. You know, this is the bonus cast. I've been working hard for you. So, yeah, share with your friends, family, and foes, and GG.